Hi guys, welcome to the CyberSecurity Skills Tech Bites. So today we're going to talk about web application firewalls. So you must have heard quite a lot of application related attack in the news with a lot of companies being hacked on the, on the internet, and also a lot of the company's information being stolen on the internet. How does that happen? And how can we go ahead and protect, against those type of breaches? So, and this is why the topic today is on web application firewalls. So, what exactly is the challenge? So, I'm going to draw some pictures here. I've got a transaction with a backend systems. I'm going to go ahead and draw that backend system here. So, I can call this my application. Okay. So, this is our apps. Let's use that word. Let's just use apps on the back end. So a user needs to go ahead and access that application. It could be online banking, it could be your e-commerce, it could be anything that you go ahead and access on the internet. So hosted by your company or somewhere on the internet, let's not worry about that. But we've got the application here that someone needs to go ahead and access. And then here we've got our little user. I'm going to draw a little man here with funny legs, okay? And this person needs to go ahead and access your application. So traditionally, you'll have to go through layers of what we call firewalls. And these firewalls are network devices that will go ahead and protect against any type of access. So this is the usual type of setup we've got when you try to protect web application. But this is not effective, it doesn't work. Why? Because you're going to have this guy here trying to access our specific application, goes through the firewall, and the firewall then sends a request back to the application. The application could then respond back to the firewall, and then the firewall could then send the request back to the user. But the challenge here is when cyber criminals or people who are creating a specific attack targeting the application, in this scenario, they normally send this information protected or encrypted. So essentially, we can have a user here sending some information all the way to the application, right? And this firewall does not have the means to see what's happening within this transaction here. So essentially, the firewall is a little bit blind, okay? So what that means is a specific user here could go ahead and send some malicious code to the application. Even though we have a firewall that's supposed to protect the application, here the firewalls cannot, because this session or this transaction between the client and the backend system is encrypted, protected. Okay? So this is the problem. How can we fix this? Web application firewall. A web application firewall is usually sitting very close to the application. So I'm going to draw that here. And the difference here is this web application firewall is going to have the means to decrypt the information, to terminate the sessions, and then to go ahead and look at the content of the traffic going between the client and the backend system. So think of it as here, for anything coming in and going out from the application, the web application firewall is going to have the means to go ahead and scan that information. That's what I'm representing here by this section. So here we have our WAF, okay, which is different to our network firewall, which is then provide a very close protection to the application. Why? Because any malicious code coming from the user going to the backend application has to go through the WAF, and the WAF has the means to go ahead and check the content for malware, for specific viruses, for specific content that could be compromising our application. So that's it. That's all you need to know at the basic level about web application firewall. So if you get asked, do I need to have web application firewall over firewall? The two are doing two different functions, but certainly to protect your application, you must think about having a WAF, web application firewall. And that's it for today. So next time we're going to talk about some slightly more advanced features of WAF, but for the cyber SWOT skills, that's it. Until next time, thank you.